Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 21 yards on a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game. I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air is Rattler. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a perfect day for them.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team, and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. The Steelers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind it. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
23 yards in the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Herbert now. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have
and this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Throwing is Rattler. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Rattler wants to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go. Here's Rattler. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple. Got his man. It's Warren. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll run with Etienne. The trolley. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. To the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Etienne will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. They'll try to run with Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? Third and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive, because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Groupie able to add the PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now it's 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Etienne up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to the ground with Etienne. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
In motion right is Watkins. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. One more time with Etienne. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Travis Etienne with career touchdown number 60. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. He's going to air one out. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
From the shotgun, Rattler. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. straight ahead, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Saints' 23-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rattler. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Rattler working out of the gun. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints are back within a score. A point after, good by Grupe. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Here's Rattler. Escaping the pressure right. But I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now it's Herbert. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. And defensively, they are in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful when you're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, ETN once more. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. On third down, Simpson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
From the gun, here's Rattler. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Saints have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. And he will be taken down, and a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. A handoff for Etienne. Pretty move. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Travis Etienne, 27 yards. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simpson. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is Simpson with a catch. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Second and 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, Plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now Etienne to start the drive. Powers through. Fighting through tackles. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 181 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On first down, right back to Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He'll get this off to Etienne. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To the air is Rattler. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Rattler wants to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
And this is where those get behind the drives. You can't score much better than that. Big yards there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Home troops right.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd down. Herbert going to throw.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. A give to Etienne running right.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go. First and goal. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
A give running right, Etienne.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
So it's a high 5 for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record.
Boswell for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing is Rattler. He's got his target. It's Olave. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Simpson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's complete downfield to Okonkwo.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete